How's it going, everybody? We are at Agent Carter Season 1, Episode 7, SNAFU. Oh shit, what does SNAFU actually stand for? Situation... Oh, man. It's something like, all fucked up, but situation... Oh, man, I actually can't remember what it does stand for. Huh, what does the N stand for in SNAFU? Oh, okay, it was status nominal all fucked up. That's what it was. Okay, but, who would that be, in relation to? Who is having the snafu? I don't think it would be, like, I don't think that's implying Carter's situation here. It just feels like a weird usage of it. I mean, it might just be the whole SSR in general. I guess that's my guess. Alright. Let's jump into this.
Dr. Fenhoff. Dr. Fenhoff,
Okay.
I need you in surgery.
Well, the subtitles seem different. But, we did get his name.
I've never attempted my technique during an operation.
He will die unless we amputate.
But there's
Tell
no
me now.
anesthetic.
Can you
So-
help me save this boy's life?
How fucking magic is he?
Take me to your life before the war. Focus on the game. Focus on your mother.
I mean, the fact that this is happening while they're sawing off his leg, assumingly.
For as long as you want.
You're unbelievable.
Carter, you have to understand this from their perspective. I mean, obviously, we know it's not you, but you have to understand.
Well, you were waiting to plant a knife in mine. Well, you want to pretend we're still friends? We're pals? You want to talk? Talk about this.
Truman is an excellent liar. Pathological, I would say.
So, I mean, he might be one of the big guys in charge now. I mean, not the number one, but... Because he was even controlling Dottie.
What's he doing here?
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
asked to sit in case Agent Carter began speaking of Leviathan.
You don't have to explain yourself, Doctor. You got a problem with this, Agent Thompson?
No, sir.
You should have a problem with the Thompson. I mean,
Orthodox is all.
yeah.
I should go back to your office.
That's not necessary.
Like, I get it. He doesn't want to speak a line, especially in this time period.
We need to turn up the heat.
I mean, you do, because she ain't talking.
I'm confused. And I'm sick.
I'm impressed. You're good, Carter. Holy cow, you are good.
Yeah.
I got a dozen guys in there wish they could play the game half as well as you.
I'm not playing a game. I never was.
Tell that to Krizminski!
You know, if you want to hit me, now's your chance.
I don't want to do that, Carter. Something's not right here. I saw what you did in Russia.
Yeah, okay.
That mission, what you did for me.
You saved my life. This doesn't happen.
It's good, though, that he's realizing it. He's not just...
I gotta give it to him. He's as good as they say.
As good as they say.
He got in so deep, he scrambled your brain.
Oh,
Howard
wow.
has never scrambled my mind or any other part of it.
Yeah, he's going
Come
for
off
that.
it, Carter. There is no harm in admitting that he and you have a thing going on, or had. Because from the look of it, Stark's hung you out to dry.
They're starting to, like, hit at her weakness of people implying they're together.
The SSR is myopic when it comes to Howard Stark. Which is why
No,
I'm
they're not.
conducting my own investigation.
That's not entirely true. Before Sousa sniffed you out, we were starting to explore other avenues.
What the fuck is it? Yeah, tell them. Come on. You gotta explain. That you just have this weird device sitting on the table. They have no idea. I know she's, again, trying to protect it, but... Come on, you have to understand how crazy that looks from their perspective.
To you, I'm a stray kitten left on your doorstep to be protected. The secretary turned damsel in distress. The girl on the pedestal transformed into some daft whore.
She's making herself, like...
What's worse, what's far worse, is that this is just shoddy police work. You were inches away from the woman that you want when you loaded me into your car. You should be looking for Dottie Underwood, who by now I assume has shed her alien.
I thought maybe Lorraine was somebody else. Was I incorrectly calling her Lorraine? I thought her whole name was like Dottie Lorraine or something.
I'd like to buy this carriage. Fine choice. That's the one I'd buy for myself.
But Carter is crazy calling that bad police work. Like, she is the most obvious one. Why would they ever think it was Dottie? They have no evidence for one and total evidence for the other.
You must be getting a jump on things. You don't look like you could be very far along.
It's coming sooner than you'd think.
What is she gonna do?
You know what I am capable of.
And you know what I'm capable of.
Number, please.
She's being
One
too
moment.
obstinate here.
2704 Hillhurst is busy.
I'm looking for Chief Dooley.
Sorry, I don't know who that is.
He runs this operation. The SSR, that is. I've been here before for questioning.
Sir, I wish that I could help you, but we're very busy and only authorized personnel are
I don't think she would actually fire, but...
Punch him up on your board and tell him that Edwin Jarvis is here. With the signed confession of Howard Stark.
Okay.
Hold, please.
Well, the confidence, okay. But why? Is that true? Could be a trick, but I doubt it.
For the record, I find you repulsive. Take off the cuffs.
Howard can't do this. They'll never clear his name if he
You're
turns
not
up.
clearing anybody. You're done.
Carter, you're out of the SSR.
I mean, yeah, you haven't explained anything. Why are you surprised? This is some real reminding me of Skye and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. being so confused as to why everybody was suspicious of her.
And Howard stepping up to his confession. I wouldn't have thought he had the nobility in him.
About that. What is going on there?
About that confession.
Did Howard write that confession, Mr.
No. He might have forged it, yeah.
Did you write that confession, Mr. Jarvis?
I did.
Flipping hell.
I called for help many times. Mr. Stark never
Of course he didn't.
I left countless
weak.
messages, nothing. So then I panicked and panicked again.
And when Howard doesn't land in Teterboro, we shall both disappear.
Disappear.
Until our trials. Most likely followed by a decidedly severe punishment. Have you ever been hanged, Mr. Jarvis?
I can't say that I have, no.
It's quite unpleasant.
What
I know
is
I only wanted the best
his
for you.
angle here? Like, this is good this is happening.
Can I come by and see you and the kids and just talk? Dinner maybe?
He wants him out of here.
Yeah. I can sneak out here for an hour, yeah.
I believe it's safe to say I have no friends left in the SSR. Not that I ever had any.
You did. You were starting to. I don't want to say you did, but you were starting to. She can see it. The code.
90 minutes.
Okay.
It's in 90 minutes.
Leviathan is coming.
Dun dun dun.
Chief Dooley, I'd like to make a confession. The confession is a phony, the signature a forgery.
Agent Carter.
It's Miss Carter. I don't work here anymore. But if you want a confession, if you want the truth, I am ready to give it to you.
Okay.
It
Good.
killed me. I'd managed to discover all the remaining items from Howard Stark's vault, and there was nothing I could do about it. But I knew Agent Sousa was working that day, at least he
Thank
would get
you.
credit. We left the ship moments before you arrived. He was communicating in Morse code with someone across the street, the southeast corner of the building, at least 10 stories
How
up higher.
can we get proof for this?
As long as you saw it, too. Why would you go through all that trouble instead of coming to one of us?
I conducted my own investigation because no one listens to me. I got away with it because no one looks at me. Because unless I have your reports, your coffee, or your lunch, I'm invisible.
Yeah.
Forgive me for not getting all pissy-eyed at your tale of woe. But your track record with the truth hasn't been all that hot.
Yeah, I
if
mean,
all I've got to
recently.
go on is your word.
There is one more thing.
Okay. Surprised they didn't just try and open it
Be
already.
careful with that.
Is that why you kept it? Because he lied?
Maybe at first. Or perhaps I didn't trust our greatest capitalist with such a prize.
Yeah.
But I couldn't bring it here, either. And for that, I don't have an answer.
So,
I suppose I just wanted a second chance at keeping him safe.
yeah, she didn't really have a plan. She just was doing it to do it. Uh-huh. He sees him going over there. Oh, that face of, oh.
I wanted to have this.
Hope he doesn't kill him.
We used to have a tradition.
Because we know all these people get replaced eventually.
We'd all cook together, even the kids. I'd roast a chicken. The one thing I can do in the kitchen. Loretta says it is the crowd pleaser, just to get a laugh out of me. You shouldn't be by the window.
Don't worry about the window. Focus on what really matters.
Open back up the window.
That bird's not.
Jolie.
It's nice to see you happy. I want you to enjoy yourself. Celebrate.
Come on, dude. Don't do this to me.
After this, we have something very important to take care of.
Okay, so it doesn't look like he's gonna kill him. I'm so worried.
Corcoran here.
You run into her, do yourself a favor. Start shooting. To kill.
Yeah.
I can handle myself. Susan?
Better shoot to
I
kill.
don't doubt that. But after seeing that kid tear through us in Russia, I'd hate to tangle with one that's all grown up.
Susie, you might be breaking the rest of you today.
You two, with me, now.
And this is all Ivichenko.
Have we been compromised? Did they find something across the street?
Yep.
Stop talking.
Well, we got a nice vest.
No. This is something I have heard whispers of. No, you must not touch it. It is more delicate than it looks.
What the fuck is that? Some body armor.
Item 17, here it is.
What is that vest? Maybe we won't see it. Maybe it's for like a future thing. A big ass case. Okay, not gonna see it. Figured. Gonna wait till he uses it. Idiot. I can't believe he's holding his own against fucking this girl. Well, shoot, 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 shoot. Shoot, you.
It's her.
She's
coming down the stairs and she's coming fast.
Shoot your gun. I mean, they didn't hear that. I mean, did Thompson say that before he got out? I don't remember, but either way, you guys should have been way more prepared for this.
You have been tremendous help.
So he is taking the jacket.
My package.
I feel like I should keep this.
He's got such strong willpower. Everyone else is so easily influenced, and he's taken so long, and he's still against it.
Take this. You know what to do?
Okay.
Your family is waiting. You want what you deserve, don't you?
Of course.
Oh, fuck. What is the jacket? Why is he giving it to him? It seems very bad. It's delicate. Oh. This is in his mind, I think. Nope, maybe not. Where's the vest? Does he already have it on?
We had a guy close to me, I let him go. Walked out of the building. I just watched.
So is he out of the mind?
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I feel like I should be angry, scared, something. I don't care. I just want to come home. Can I come home?
I mean, the house is fixed. Okay. So, he's... The vest is heating up.
Oh my God, it's searing his skin.
It's in the final stages. We're running out of time.
Oh God.
I don't know what to do.
What does that mean?
It means that I don't know what to do.
We gotta do something.
I know what to do.
Here, give me a hand. Give me a hand.
Yeah, he's gonna kill himself.
Tell my wife. Tell her I'm sorry. I missed dinner.
God damn it, man. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Promise me you'll get the son of a bitch who did this. Say it.
We'll catch them.
Let it go.
Oh, okay. Oh my God! Holy, what a fucking boss! God. At least he got to have a call with his wife.
I did this.
No, Howard fucking did this.
Ipchenko brought me to him so that I would bring him to the SSR. This is my fault.
No, Miss Carter. This is not your fault. This is Mr. Stark's bloody invention.
Yeah.
You're right. Leviathan tasked Leet Brannis to steal something. What was it?
The blood.
Hmm? She was already coughing a little bit just by being near it.
Enough with the coughing already.
Oh, okay. It's fury gas. Holy shit. No one left standing. No one left standing. Whew, okay. And they want to probably, like, just do that on a nationwide scale or a statewide scale or citywide scale. Either way, it's going to be huge scale. Because I'm sure that was just a little bit of something much bigger. Alright. I will see you guys for the discussion. Okay, so. Hell of a lot fucking happened to this episode. Rip Dooley. Fucking called it. I've been calling it for like 3 episodes. I knew it. No character who's that logical, no character who is willing to see the story from multiple sides can live very long. It's just inevitable. They're gonna die. But before we get into the whole last bit of this, the whole interrogation and all that, Dr. Ivchenko, not his real name, but I don't remember what his real name was. We got it at the beginning of the episode, but either way, yeah, was not false, by the way, as I said. Assumingly not, but because there was such a big emphasis on brainwashing and stuff that, you know, there was a possibility it's a prequel, but, no. But yeah, I knew it from the very beginning. I said it was a bad idea to let this guy out. I could see it. He looked evil from the very beginning. Like, every time he was talking with Dooley and stuff, before we found out he was manipulating him, I really thought, like, okay, well, I guess he is just a normal guy. He's trying to give him as much information as he can. I really thought that he was going to be untrustworthy and cause some bad shit, but I guess I was just wrong. Nope, wasn't wrong. I was dead on. He is an evil motherfucker. And that's probably why he killed the guy back there. Probably for no reason other, yes, to get out of the situation, but I don't think he actually felt as bad about it as he seemed to in that moment, at the very least. But this whole episode in general was a really rough one to watch because of Carter's, just the way she handled herself in this episode. Because I side with her completely, and everything that she is saying is 100% true, of course, but she refuses to understand that the rest of the people in the SSR aren't watching this show. They don't see it from her perspective, and she's not interested in even telling them from her perspective. But like, even regardless, even if it doesn't want to tell them, I'm not saying like, you know, I mean, I am saying she should have said something, but regardless, even if you want to say she's, you know, she should keep it all to herself from that. She's acting so indignant and so surprised at the way they're acting and not trusting her, which is my problem. Like, it is very much so like Skye in season 1 of S.H.I.E.L.D. at the very beginning, where she was so confused and angry about everybody not trusting her or keeping an eye on her and stuff like that, when it's like, yeah, duh. I mean, we're not going to get into that. We already talked about that plenty. But in this instance here, with everything that she has done to defy them and continuing to defy them and to continue to not tell them anything, why would they trust her in any way? Why does she think they would? She's crazy. I mean, there's a lot of tension going on. There's a lot of panic going on. It's understandable. But still, you know, I'm chastising her because she needs to be chastised for it. And yeah, even like from Thompson's perspective, who had seen her in Russia and all that stuff, even he is also thinking like, you know, maybe she's not like a traitor who is doing all this and killing these people and stuff. Maybe she is, just she got boned by Howard and got wrapped around his finger and involved with all this shit. That seems a lot more likely to, you know, what Thompson's believing and what Sousa believes and stuff like that. Until all this stuff, I think they fully believe her now. And you know, I can't really blame them. I think that's a good thing. I'm glad the show is not trying to be so stereotypically black and white of, you know, these are the like, you know, these are the people these are the villains, obviously, but then there's like, you know, all the SSR people are also all bad and stuff. Like, they're not trying to make out that all the people in the SSR are sexist asshole idiots. They can be sexist and everything like that, but they're allowing each of them to, you know, be a real character and stuff, and not just be a caricature, which is what I expected them to be, honestly, based off like the first episode or two. I expected them to be way more not real characters. So I'm very glad that I was proven wrong on that. I'm very glad that Dooley rose up to number 2 on my favorite list. Jesus. But yeah, so it was really hard watching it, you know. Wanting to side with Carter. I do side with her, but just hard to get behind her when she's saying what she is. And yeah, and she's saying stuff like, you know, oh, you guys are never even be able to see this case from another view. The SSR is so single-minded, but it's like, no, they have been. Even without your influence at all, they have been. But the tough part about all of this is that at the very beginning, she was just doing what she had to do because they didn't respect her. That's what it was. They didn't give her the go-ahead, and she was capable of doing it, so she said, fuck it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to break orders, and I'm going to do it anyway because I know I can do it. And then it was for a good reason, it was for a good cause, and then at the end, she, you know, turned over all the inventions to them and everything like that. And it was very Captain America, you know, they wouldn't let him do the thing and go off on his own, so he went off, did it, got the people back, brought them all back, and then they were like, alright, fuck it, fine, you know, we're cool then. Which is what could have happened here if it wasn't for the very next thing being Howard coming back, lying to her, asking her to steal the blood, her thinking it's something else, and getting that, just really finding out the truth behind that really tipped her over the edge of not wanting to trust anybody. The fact that, you know, she doesn't even know the government or the SSR at all had the blood. She didn't know that Howard had the blood. Howard was lying to her about wanting the blood. Howard didn't even trust her with the blood. It was a lot, and Howard really was the tipping thing that made her want to do everything herself, not trust the SSR anymore in any way, when if everything could have just from that point been fine. You know, she could have been on top of the investigation, and you know, maybe they wouldn't have trusted her as much. Sure, you know, she still would have to deal with the sexist stuff and all that. But then think about, like, you know, the typewriter coming in and the message. She's still going to translate that, and then get the 107 and go off to Russia and prove herself that way. So it all would have still fallen in line. You know, obviously she doesn't have hindsight is 2020. Obviously she doesn't know all this and stuff. I'm not blaming her. I'm blaming Howard for, you know, just being a fucking asshole across the board in every single aspect of his life. But yeah, like, without Howard there, if she would have gone down the path that she was already going down without his influence, everything would have been fine. She would have proven herself and things would have been kosher. People probably would not have been dying as much. I mean, well, that still would have been Ivnichenko coming back and all that jazz, but then being involved with stuff and not trusting people and all of that probably would not have caused such of a mess of a situation, and maybe Julie wouldn't have died. Maybe, it's hard to say. Whew. Yeah, oh boy, where am I? My notes after all that long tangent. Just quick notes. I love the interrogation sequence. Does all the quick cuts back and forth between all of them, asking your questions and stuff. I love that shit. The call girls that were all like it might have just been the one, but who had the gun, which seems very dangerous than just not giving them a gun, because if they try and fight back, what are they going to do? Like, that's a last ditch resort, and you're going to have what situation would she need to use that gun if it's not a really, really bad situation? So, what's even the point? If she goes to grab that gun, it's just going to make the really, really bad situation even worse. So, probably not a great idea to be doing that. Very bad, very dumb. Yeah, and just Dooley in general, just talking about him, like, when he grabbed the gun, I thought he was going to just, take himself out, and somehow that was going to, because he died, the vest would deactivate or something. But no, he was just, taking the gun, shoot out the window, break through it, burst into a big explosion, high up and away from the buildings. And it still did plenty of damage, but... Also, the more I see this, I said way back in S.H.I.E.L.D., I don't remember actually what remark it was that made me think that, but that the playground was the SSR base we saw in the Agent Carter one-shot. But if the one in the one-shot is the same one here, which I think it is, then it definitely seems like it's the same layout and everything. Then it shouldn't be the playground. It should be definitely not the playground. What else do I have on it here? Okay, yeah. So, well, first, Peggy and Jarvis are playing off each other really, really well with their, super Britishness comedy. I don't know how to put it, but just, they're so over-the-toply British. But yeah, Jarvis is now starting to question Howard even more than he already was. After the way he was in this episode, I don't know. He seems to be really pissed at him for all this. And I'm glad that, Jarvis was like, nope, this was fucking Howard. Howard is the one who caused all this. And yeah, good on him. I get it, he feels indebted to him because of everything that happened way back when. But, and he does ultimately feel that Howard is a good man. But Jarvis is way too good for Howard. Howard does not deserve him in any way. Jarvis really should get the fuck out of there, even though we know he's got to stick around because of the whole AI thing with Jarvis AI and Iron Man and stuff. I know there was a comment. Somebody left a comment about that. I was talking about it in episode 1. Somebody left a comment in relation to that. They said it wasn't spoilery, but it had it was information that was gleaned from the what the creator said off. Whatever. There's no information that's from the movies or TV shows. It's all stuff the creators have said away from that. But I haven't read that comment, and I'm not really interested in it. I'm not really interested in what the creators say outside of a show. I really only care about what is... I would rather try and figure it out, based off of what we know in universe. Even if it's never explained in universe, and they do explain outside of the universe, I would rather not even know that explanation and just, have the information that the show itself gives you. But so, maybe I'll read that comment after I catch up on all of the MCU. I probably forget, though. But, yeah, not really interested in information outside the show anyway. But yeah, just overall, fuck Howard. Fuck him absolutely. Fuck his bad babies. Fuck all of... it's not fuck all of his inventions, but fuck him for causing Dooley's death, for causing all these deaths, for everything he's done, every little part of his personality. Oh, there's very little... The amount of bad that he does compared to the amount of little good that he does is really hard to justify. It's very difficult. Because the bad so heavily outweighs the good, it seems like, from my perspective, currently, at least. And because it's one thing for Tony to be selling weapons and stuff. That was a big thing in the Iron Man things. Tony's selling weapons, just like your father. But, you know, weapons can be used defensively. Tony's bad babies cannot be used defensively. You cannot use that vest defensively. I mean, the vest was made for some other reason, but why the fuck are you keeping it around? The rage gas. How the fuck do you use rage gas defensively? How do you use that for self-defense? Even as a country. You know, you can't. That's not how it works. You need to shut it down. Shut all of it down. Destroy it all. There's no reason to be keeping the bad babies in the vault. None at all. Zilch. No reason. There's no benefits. They are completely... There's no good to the bad babies. They're bad for a reason. You know, I thought, like, well, maybe they're... When Howard was first bringing up in episode 1, like, okay, maybe there is some reason that he keeps them around. But so far, everyone we've seen has no good use. You can't use it in a good way. You can't. Howard. I mean, it's just his weak... But he's so weak, his pride, he doesn't want to get rid of his pride and just destroy him. He's so self-centered about it. You know, he feels like he would be... he feels like if he's destroying him, he's destroying his pride. I mean, that's just really what it boils down to, I feel like. Because, yeah, I mean... even this scenario of, like, it doesn't even matter if the villains get their hands on him. I'm not even talking about that. They just shouldn't be in the vault in any way at all. And also the blood. Why was the blood a bad baby? Why, Howard? That seems pretty fucked up, dude. Why was that a bad baby? I mean, maybe he just wanted to keep it in the vault. You know, maybe he was just trying to keep it away from people. I don't know, but still. Fuck off, dude. And so, why would Leith Brannis want the blood? Or were they implying that he wanted item 17? They're implying that he wants one of the two, I think. But we'll find out next episode, I assume. It's crazy that Leith Brannis seems to be such a big player in all this, and he's been dead for so long. Okay. Well, next up is the finale. I'll see you guys for that. Until then, get the fuck out of here.